All right, good morning. We're going to go over how do you set up forms in Brokermint. Okay. We're looking to let's go into one of these transactions so that way we can find a form. Okay, we'll go into my transaction here on Beach Boulevard. Okay. Let's say that I had a buyer checklist over here because I want to send out some buyer docs. Okay, I ended up getting both sides of the deal. So let's see, residential purchase checklist. Sorry about that. My phone is ringing. 1 second. Let's see here. Sorry about that. Let's add this checklist. Buyer's name. We don't have a buyer yet. Better yet, let's go into a different checklist. And the reason why I'm looking for doing a buyer's checklist is because one of our agents needs help submitting a buyer form. Let's go into the test and just add something on the test checklist. We'll put me as the buyer. Okay. Okay, so here's how you fill out an exclusive buyer representation form. This is all forms in BrokerMint. This was already set for you in the checklist. Once you here again, all I did was go and add a checklist. And here are many different checklists that you can add here. You have a referral template, a condo template, a condo purchase checklist. I'm sorry, new construction, rentals. If you're doing a rental, and you would have to get with our property management division in order to be eligible to do rentals. You're not able to just do rentals. Residential listing checklist. May not have this set up your pro account, but residential purchase checklist. This is your different checklist that you would have. So we're gonna go. We added the purchase checklist here already, but that's how I got it, is I added a certain checklist. All right, so now I have my listing and purchase checklist here. We're gonna go on purchase, and let's say that you're working with a buyer and you want to get them an exclusive buyer representation agreement. Okay, your BBA. I have most forms in your purchase checklist. Most of the pertinent forms are already here. However, all of the forms are not here. There's tons of forms for real estate. All of the forms are not here. I repeat, these are most of the pertinent forms you will see. However, in Florida real estate, there are 17 to 19 addendums and counting. Okay. I put the most important ones here. All right, so the buyer's agreement, we definitely want to get that because you have to have a buyer's agreement to show homes, right? All right, so here, I'm sorry, let's go back. You want to use forms. Hit use forms. I have the form attached for you. Let's say if I did it, okay, starting from scratch, you would have to go in, select form, go to FAR documents. These company right here, these are the different documents from this is FAR. This is our company library of documents. These are where you can find most of the company docs. Okay, stuff you won't find in FAR and things like that, like disclosure to buyer. Um, are you aware of the cost purchase of the home? This is just extra stuff I'm giving you. Homeowner settlement guide, realtors fair housing. One of the most important, disclosure to buyer. You're going to have that in here. Okay. Um, your closing folder, if you have to give any agent contribution money or anything like that. One of our agents, Travis, is going through that right now. This is where you find the form. If you needed, you messed up your closing settlement form, you shouldn't because it's already attached, but here's the closing settlement form. Other company docs are things that you guys would need. This is, I want to go ahead and I'm going to put this in the up under the buyers. Wonder if I can move it now. I want to put this under buyer because this is offer instruction or listing. I'm sorry. It should go up under your listing because these are offer instructions. This is telling someone how to send their offer to you. Okay. W-9, general liability, onboarding docs, rental folder, and different stuff for the seller because you have your disclosure to seller and stuff like that too. However, we're working on the exclusive buyer's agreement, and that's what we're looking for. But I'm just showing you here in Brokerman, here are different This is Florida Association of Realtors. These are NEFAR forms. You probably won't see simple onboarding. Here's Stellar MLS forms, okay? Because we're part of Stellar. These are just transaction forms. Any forms that you've already filled out in that transaction are always going to show up under the transaction forms. All right, so we're going to go too far because we're looking at, again, the exclusive buyers representation agreement. So we're going to go to FAR. The easy way to do this, because look at all these forms. This is what I mean. There's no way that I have all these forms, ready for you guys to go in your queue and your transaction. It's impossible to have all those forms there. So I took the most important forms, right? Let's say again, we're looking for the exclusive buyer representation form. You don't want to go through all those forms to find it. Hit the search bar, exclusive, and then the first thing it's going to do is pull all the exclusive forms. And here it goes. It should be right up in here. Exclusive buyer brokerage. Again, this is the modification to it. But let's see. Let's go up here. Um, Buyer brokerage agreement, single agent or transaction broker. We're transaction. You click there. There's your buyer broker agreement. Select the form, and it's there. That's what the one. Remember, I exited off of it, but that's what puts it there. I already have it attached for you guys, but I'm just showing you how to get to it. So once you have it attached here, you're going to hit next. Okay. Who is your buyer going to be? We're going to use just anybody right now. That's the buyer, broker, buyer's agent, and we don't have a buyer too. Okay. You're going to hit next. And here, Tiffany Rose, of course, our TC. She is not the buyer. She's one of our TCs. And here you're going to go start filling out the form. Customer here, broker here is self-explanatory. The term, I would say that the term of this agreement should be at least at least 6 months. A lot of agents are going a year, but the term should be about 6 months at least for the terms. The property address type, I'm sorry, I apologize. The type of property, apartment, duplex, condo, whatever they're looking for. And they don't give you the type, put that to be determined or something. You want to keep your options open because they may look at a condo and then they may look at a residential property later. Where's the location? Jacksonville or surrounding areas. Who knows? They may want to do Jacksonville and Napa. Who knows? Okay. I mean, this is reading, just giving them all the information about the buyer's brokerage agreement. And then they have to actually initial the bottom of the page, and the broker or the authorized sales associate, which for new agents, they should be attaching the broker here to sign. They should not be sending out any forms without approval for at least the first 10 deals. It should have the broker attached to all of your forms. Okay, but here's the signatures that should show up once you go in here. Once you go in here and you put in the people's names, it should show up in here on the signature section down here at the bottom of the form. This is going to be corresponding to these names that are added here. Okay. That's all. That's whose signatures are going to be there. All right. You're just going to make sure all the signatures are right. If I can't tell agents how to work this. I don't charge non-refundable deposits, but some agents do because they feel like their time is valuable, which I'm not going to say feel like their time is valuable. And sometimes, customers are not really sure, and the agents are, like, hey, I can't just burn my gas. However you choose to do that is your business. All right. Um, Purchase and exchange. Here's where you fill out the buyer's information on here. If you're charging a transaction fee along with your percentage, then what you should be doing is going here 3%, 4% plus the transaction fee. Okay. It shouldn't start here or money or percentage. No, here on this one because it adds the transaction fee. This would be if it had to do with a lease, if you had additional fees here, that if you were charging upon additional fees, um, this is your protection period. if within 4 months after you're done dealing with that customer, they go back and purchase a property that you showed them, then you have the right to get paid on that. I believe that will be a civil thing. Contact your attorney and legal hotline, but I believe that would be a civil thing, but at least you have some type of coverage. Here's where we talk about dispute resolution, going to arbitration. And here's what with the signatures again. And if there are any other terms, you go ahead and put that here. Now, let's say that you wanted to get this over to your customer. Number one, that customer's information needs to be completed. The address, I'm sorry, not the email address, all that stuff needs to be correct. Every bit of it needs to be correct. Okay. So let's say that you filled out the form. Very simple. You filled this form out, everything goes there. You're going to hit this down arrow and send for e-sign. You hit send for e-sign, and then you're able to type a little note here, whatever information you want to put in here. This is already set for you. You know, it's going to get the recipient's name and everything. It's going to fill that out for you. But here, this is for any type of note that you want to give to them, of course. And at that point, hit the blue button, send and sign. That's how you send a form through e-sign in Brokermint. That's how you do the contracts. That's how you do every single form. Click this down arrow. Let's say that you wanted to send a bulk of forms, which I don't recommend doing it. I don't like sending bulk. I'd rather just send one because then I got to come back and split it. But let's say that you did, and you would rather send bulk. All right. So let's say you go in here. Let's say that no, let's make sure we get the scenario right. Let's say that all of your forms here are filled out. All the forms you need are already filled out. You got them ready and you're getting ready to send all of them at one time to that customer. First thing you got to do is you got to go in here and pick one of these forms. It doesn't matter which one it is. Use forms. Okay. Here, add more forms. And it's going to take you directly to your transaction. All the forms that are, and see, the only ones I have here ready to go is the lead base. But if you filled out those forms, because once you fill them out, like we just did the buyer's brokerage agreement, all those forms will line up here. You can click this right here on every last one of them. It'll attach each one of those forms. Then you hit select. Then you'll go down and start sending. You'll be able to e-sign each one of those forms out to your customer in a bulk. Okay, so that's how you do bulk is you don't just have to use to send this form. You can attach more forms to it to go out. All right, again, that is how you send e-signs to customers for them to electronically sign your documents. At this time, Jason, you have any questions?
Not yet.
Okay, well, good deal. So I'm also do one other thing. I'm going to show everyone where to go in order to find these videos once again. Okay. So I would love it for when people have questions about this. This is why we have it set up this way, but I'm also going to start putting all of these on YouTube as well. But right now, I have them in the G Drive. So in your Google, go to your drive. Then what you want to do is sh shared with me. And that's because and you won't see it here in mine, but in yours, excuse me. In yours, when you hit share with me, what you're going to have is you're going to see the PSR team folder. Once you click in that team folder, here's tons of information. Number one, Brokermint training. Click on Brokermint training. Here's tons of Brokermint training on how to update forms and things like that. Tons intro to brokerage, input in a listing, creating offers, creating an opportunity. All this stuff is available. So I urge everyone to go in and look at these videos. These videos are the ones that they did with me with the company showing us how to work them. New listing input training, more listing input training, setting up another listing, setting up your initial profile in BrokerMan. All of this stuff is here for you guys to look through. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys back your Saturday because this was a request. Any training request, I will try to fill them on Saturdays like this, and sometimes on Sundays if I can get to them early enough. Other than that, you guys have a great weekend, the rest of your weekend.
Thanks.